Live from the studios of New York NICK Productions. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for New York NICK.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. What's up? How's everybody doing this afternoon on this beautiful Sunday? Sunday. Yeah. Just chilling out myself, man. Looking a little scruffy today. Just been laying around the house, getting ready to cook some dinner, and I had a few thoughts in my head, so I just wanted to get together with you guys on this beautiful Sunday afternoon here from the Penthouse Live in Swanee. Just kind of chilling out, relaxing, maxing and relaxing. Getting ready to start off a new week here, working and stuff like that. So I just thought I would jump on here and apologize to everybody. I'm really, really sorry. I know I've been very, very political. People get on my Facebook and they're like, dude, man, you're so political. I don't know if I can follow you anymore. You're just getting out of hand with it, going crazy, putting up all these memes and memes and whatever you call them, memes. I call them memes. And just, trying to get the word out that, things are like stupid right now. I mean, like literally stupid. I've been alive for 62 years. I've come to realize in the last 45 that, things are not going to be perfect across the board. So, you're always going to have politics and craziness and freakiness and, all these people trying to get rich. But we got a lot going on right now, man. I'm just saying, there's a lot going on. I mean, seriously, man. I mean, like the gay people and the trannies and all that, they're gaining speed big time. I mean, a lot of these companies that wouldn't touch them years ago are jumping in and jumping on the bandwagon, with support, which, dude, I'm just going to be honest with you, dude and dudettes out there. I don't really give a shit about what makes you happy in life. As long as you're happy, it's a beautiful thing, okay? That's just what life is all about. That's why we're here, to enjoy life, because we're alive, right? And you do what you want to do. If you're a dude and you want to walk around dressed up as a chick, if that makes you happy, man, go, just go, do it. Just as long as you stay away from me with that. Okay, because I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and that's what I do. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And so with that said, I'm doing what I'm doing with politics, I just don't know where the future is going to be, for your kids, because I don't have any kids. I'll be honest with you right now. If I croaked right now and I was walking across the street or got run over by a bus, or, you hear the train every once in a while passing by the penthouse here, if I got hit by that train, nobody's going to lose any sleep. I'm just saying, I don't have any kids that are going to be like, oh, daddy, he's dead. I know it sounds morbid on Mother's Day and everything like that, but nobody's going to really care if I croak, okay? Because, it's just a fact, right? Somebody may care just a little bit. Not even my family will care, because they don't care about anything. They're just trying to survive like everybody else. And, if it's one less mouth to feed on earth, if you do. But if you ever go to the Worldometer, speaking of life on earth, there's a lot of people dying, and there's a lot of people being born, and there's a lot of people being aborted, right? And in this pro-life thing, Roe versus Wade and all of that stuff. Like I said, man, do you, whatever makes you happy, man, because, like I said before, we're here on this earth to live life, and while we're alive, we're going to do it the way we want to do it, okay? You just can't go around shooting people, stabbing people, murdering people. I found out that the Cash App dude that supposedly was stabbed to death in San Francisco. They made it sound like it was just like the crime of the century. Yeah, but the dude was like having sex with somebody else's wife, doing drugs, You know, I'm not going to say he asked for it, but you know, he put himself in that position to get whacked like that. You know, and the dude that killed him is I think the sister of the guy that killed him. You know, he was just looking out for his sister, got pissed off. Dude must have said something. Everybody's on drugs. Boom, boom, boom. Couple of stabs. You're dead. That's what I'm saying. Anything can happen at any time in this world, and you just never know. You know, I mean, people get killed every day. People are born every day. So anyway, long story short, my politics, because I tend to make things into like this long story. You know, I mean, because, you know, I like to tell stories. You know, I can sit here for 30 minutes and just ramble on about stories because I am a storyteller, okay? And that's what I do, you know? So anyway, so with the politics thing, look, I know, you know, people are like, oh, you're doom and gloom, so negative and stuff like that. Look, if it wasn't for guys like me that brought this to your attention, you never know about it, right? You never know that there's millions of people coming across the border because you don't watch the news. You don't care. But when somebody in your family gets killed or gets robbed or gets mugged by somebody that's not even supposed to be here and has no documentation that they're here, and you don't even know who did it, that's a problem, okay? You know, and I don't care about, oh, we're paying for it. I do and I don't, all right? Because I don't have a lot. I got a little, not a lot. And you know what? I'm not going to be here for a long time. I'm going to be here for a good time while I'm here, okay? And let me just get that straight. I'm not going to be here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. Somebody once said that, good friend of mine. And that doesn't matter to me. It's just that, you know, these people that are coming across the border, they're undocumented. They're letting them go to roam free on Earth here in our world. And just, you know, I mean, if I do something wrong, they know where I am 24/7. They do. All I got to do is look at my credit cards, my cell phone, my car's got GPS. I mean, they can find me in 30 seconds if I killed somebody. But these undocumented people, you're not finding them people. They're gone. They're gone. All right. So everybody's got to be accountable in to live in this country. You know, there's no accountability. And right now our government is like that. There's no accountability. Nobody's taking accountability for what's going on at the border. People just coming over, man. We got terrorists coming over. And we're worried about white people now. You know, we're telling black students, right? That's not like causing racial tension between the white people and the black people, which there has always been, you know, tensions with racism between the white people and the black people. But I'm just saying, we're race baiting right now. We're telling people that white people are supremacists, all white people. He just didn't say certain people. He said all white people, in my mind. He may not have said all white people to the people, but in my mind, he's talking about me. I'm a white supremacist. So if I was to protect myself, okay, and kill somebody like the gentleman in the train station, right? He was protecting people that he didn't even know. He was holding a guy in a headlock. He probably was all drugged up, and he died. That's a terrible thing. It really is. It's just so terrible that man died, knowing that he was a drug addict. He had mental health problems. He had nowhere to live. He had no food. And he was living on the streets every day. It's a terrible thing. I'm not saying it's not a sad thing what happened to that guy, right? But you have a guy that's in the train station and he's causing problems. I mean, he was arrested, 40 times, they said. Come on, the guy needs help. Somebody give him help. I don't care who it is. Mayor Adams, the cops, his family. Where's his family? If they cared so much about him, now they're suing. Somebody's getting sued. If they cared so much about him, why didn't they help him? So instead, this Marine veteran, they arrested the guy. They put this guy in jail. I'm sure he's out by now, but he's raised over $1 million. I think it was 1.5 this morning when I looked at it. For his defense. People care. People don't understand why he was arrested. For protecting others. For being the hero. Now, if that was me, what would happen to me? If I wasn't a vet, somebody that served, I was just a regular guy, a white guy, I would be up a creek. I don't know if I could raise $1 million. Anyway, it's just terrible. It's just terrible. But yeah, I mean, it's a situation where the guy, he didn't know about the guy. He didn't know he was a 40-time loser in prison and jail and stuff like that. Didn't know about him, but he was protecting himself, his friends. Look, there was another black guy there helping him. He was trying to get, tie him up with his arms and stuff like that. But it's just a lot of craziness going on. A lot of craziness. It's just insane what's happening right now. Food is skyrocketing. Food for 2 days, I don't know, $40-$50. If you go to Costco, you get such a great deal. Yeah, but all the fish there are raised in a sewer in Vietnam. There's no regulations over there like there is here. Got to be really careful. Got to be careful what you eat these days. Speaking of eating, I'm going to flip to another segment here. I'm going to talk about my meat diet, my carnivore diet. It's really not a diet. It's supposed to be a lifestyle, but, I've been doing it now. All right, so got a tickle in my throat. Been doing it now for it's going on 60 days. A little over 60 days. I lost 15 pounds. You can see it in my face a little bit, around my neck and stuff like that. And my boobs, my man boobs, gone down a little bit. My belly fat, still a little belly fat going on there, but, I'm trying to work that off. I get on the Peloton, mine's an Echelon, actually. Peloton, Echelon, same thing, it's a bike. And, I'm starting to feel the weight fall off a little bit after 60 days of just doing meat. And we've talked about what I eat. I eat beef, I eat chicken, I eat fish, I eat ground beef, I eat bacon, I eat eggs, I eat cheese. That's pretty much about it. So, starting this week, I'm going to incorporate some lettuce, and some spinach. Stuff that doesn't have lectins because my body feels great. All the little arthritis pain that I was feeling in my hands from work and my ankles and my knees, from getting old. I'm 62 years old, man. But look at me, man. My complexion's good. I feel all right. Once in a while, I have a little issue here and there, but nothing crazy. God bless me. I may not have a lot of money, man, but, I'm in the black, and that's a good thing. I got a lot of friends, out there, that have diabetes, had cancer, and, I feel 100% blessed by the Lord Jesus Christ that, I'm able to say I'm somewhat healthy. And, of course, at my age, that can change. That can change in a minute. I could be walking across the street, have a heart attack. But I do get my heart rate up, and I do my 15,000 steps a day, between 10 and 15. I average around 13.5. Of course, that's my job. I'm on my feet all day. I run around like a freak. I'm a nutcase. I multitask. My brain's always active. And that's how you got to do it. Otherwise, you just, it's like body rot if you don't do anything. When I'm talking about rust and stuff on a body, if you don't do nothing, you just sit there and you don't take care of yourself, you're gonna rot like freaking rust. You got to stay active, man. You got to keep things going. But I'm rambling on here right now, and got this little tickle in my throat that's starting to bother me. That means I need a glass of wine because it's 5 o'clock. About to cook some dinner. for the mother of my girlfriend. No, wait, not the mother of my girlfriend. Yeah, I'm doing it. No, I'm just kidding. Well, the girl I'm dating, she's a mom, so I'm cooking for her tonight. She's out with her kids right now, having a good time. They're doing some art thing down at some museum in Atlanta. And, you know, speaking of Atlanta, before I go, man, last night was very interesting. Very interesting. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, it was like desolate after midnight last night. Everything closed. So I went in, did the revival thing with, you know, Collective Soul, Driving and Crying, you know, my boys from Mother's Finest. What a great show last night, by the way. It was awesome. It was killer. That was great music from 7:30 to midnight. Crowd stayed, hung in there. A few people left, you know, a little bit early, but not much. It went on and on and on, man. That was a lot of music for the money, man. I'll tell you, it was great. Anyway, so, you know, I was looking for a nightcap, you know, a cold beer or something, maybe a cocktail, maybe some, you know, something, you know, some wings or something, you know, because that's all I'm eating is fat. That's all I'm eating. It's my diet, fat. Anyway, there was nothing open. And, you know, they were like, oh, yeah, 20 minutes, not 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes down the road, you know, you could take an Uber. I'm like, dude, I'm here at the Fox Theater. Right? I'm in a premium hotel across the street, and I can't get a drink after midnight in Atlanta. Major market. Atlanta. Nothing. Nah, everything's closed. Ever since COVID. No, it's not ever since COVID. It's ever since crime. Okay? It's ever since no cops. You know, they don't want people drunk. They don't want people running around the streets. In Atlanta when there's nobody to control them, to control the craziness that goes on that's associated with alcohol and partying and stuff like that. They just don't want it. They don't have the staff for it. And I also believe these restaurants and bars don't have the staff to keep it up. Now, there's a few places, you know, like Hooters. Hooters is open till 2, but I would have had an Uber, and it would have been a 10 or 15 minute Uber to the other side of Atlanta. Well, maybe not that long, maybe 10 minutes, right? But still, you got to get an Uber. You know, there's a lot going on. You know, there is crime. There is people getting hurt at night down in Atlanta. And, you know, I don't know. City's a great city. You know, it's clean. They keep it, it's clean. Seriously, this morning when I left, you know, we checked out at a hotel, I was like, you want to eat breakfast here, or you just want to go home? And she was like, oh, let's go somewhere else. So we went somewhere else to eat. But when we were leaving Atlanta, it was clean. Place was clean. It was clean. You know, it was well manicured. People were out jogging, you know, every day, normal day, every day, you know. And I know it's a holiday. You know, Mother's Day is a holiday. Come on, really seriously. People are like, oh, it's a holiday. Come on, it's freaking Mother's Day, all right? Yeah, no, look, I get we have to respect moms, you know, but still, it's not a holiday. Christmas is a holiday. Thanksgiving is a holiday. Easter is a holiday, not Mother's Day. Mother's Day is not. And I beg to differ, okay? Anybody who wants to argue with me, shoot me a message. Mother's Day is not a holiday, okay? All right? Anyway, Juneteenth is a holiday. Now it's a holiday, okay? Mother's Day, not a holiday. I don't even think Valentine's Day is not even a holiday in my eyes. You know? It's a family thing, you know. Does anybody even know what Valentine's Day means or is associated with? No, nobody does. Anyway, so I love Atlanta. All right? I got off track there for a minute. I love Atlanta. I love living here. Okay? I just feel like the music and the entertainment could up the ante a little bit. And, you know, and it depends on who's running the country. You know, it depends on who's running the country, the city. You see, same thing. I got the country on my mind because our country is not being run by our president right now. They're just throwing stuff up on a thing that he reads. but it's not his words. I believe it wholeheartedly that Biden has no idea what this says until he says it, and then they have to go back and explain it later because Biden knows nothing about what he's about to say before he's about to say it. Because I do truly believe if he read it first and he knew what he was going to tell the country, that he wouldn't tell the country what they just wrote. So they're like, Joe, it's okay. It's okay, Joe, you old bag. Here's a script. I want you to read this off the teleprompter right there. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about what it says. It's great for America, all right? That we're letting go 2 million illegal aliens into the country, okay? It's okay, Joe. We got this. We got the tax money. Check it out. Here it is. Look, Feinstein's got, $200 million in stocks. She's going to die soon. We're going to use some of that money. No, I'm just kidding, but yeah, I mean, it's a scam. Government's a scam, especially in the United States, the most powerful country in the world. Our government has gone crazy. Anyway, where was I? So yeah, running the city, like I said, if we had somebody that cared about the city and cared about businesses in the city, they're talking about it was, black-owned, urban, da-da-da-da-da-da, but you know what? There was nothing going on in Atlanta last night. It was terrible. It was terrible. Still, if you go to New York, there's something going on. Even if you're going to get shot, mugged, and robbed, you could still get a cocktail after midnight. Same thing in Chicago. Same thing in LA. You might get mugged, killed, shot, raped, whatever, but at least you can get a drink after midnight. So on one flip of the coin, props to Atlanta for bringing down the pace a little bit, bringing down the activity of, giving people an area or what should I say, an outlet to go drink and get rowdy because, really nothing good happens after 1 a.m. You know what I'm saying, right? What they're trying to do. Anyway, that's all I got, man. It was a quick 20 minutes. I just want to say hello and, what's up? I'm just kind of chilling out. It's Sunday and if you listen to this whole thing, 20 minutes worth of me rambling, let's see, we talked about politics, we talked about food, we talked about music, we talked about politics again. What else you want to talk about? Geez, it's just so much. And every time I get these thoughts that I want to sit down and talk to everybody, I forget shit, I know it's part of my age and everything, but I forget shit. It's like, what did I want to tell people? I want to sit down and talk to you and talk some sense into you and just, what is going on in this country, man? What are liberals thinking? Are you happy with who you voted for to this point, right? Things are going to get crazy in politics, everybody's throwing darts at each other right now. I think like Trump and DeSantis should be like buddies because they're from the same party, got the same kind of goals. But no, man, they're throwing barbs at each other. It's just freaking nuts, man. It's insane. And then everybody's like, we voted Joe in, but he's losing it. Joe lost it years ago, people. Years ago. The guy should have never been elected president. And I still want to know where these 81 million people that voted him are, or where they're from. Or did we bring in ballots from other countries? Who knows? Was it really a scam? Seriously, who voted for Joe Biden? Whoever thought in our wildest dreams that Joe Biden was going to bring the country together? I just couldn't let the country together. The guy is the biggest racist. He's the racist. Some of the things he said over the years, going back into the 80s and 70s, the guy's a freaking lunatic. He's calling me a white supremacist this morning. I'm talking to a bunch of black graduates. Yeah. So go out there, black people, get them whiteys. I need your vote. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. It's insane, man. I just don't know. When I watch this stuff and I listen to, like, I watch CNN, and then I watch the Fox News, and then I watch MSNBC. Everybody's got a different take. Oh, Trump is crazy. Oh, Trump's going to win this election on this station. And Trump is this, Trump is that. Joe is this, Joe is that. DeSantis is this, DeSantis is that. You know, then you got JFK. Whoever thought? I never thought this in a million years. Let's see, I was 1 year old, when the original JFK got killed. Okay, and then I think I was like 4 or 5 when his brother got killed. Yeah, nephew, whoever it was, Robert. I don't even remember who they were back then, right? Now we have another JFK running for president. Come on, it's full circle, ladies and gentlemen. It's evolution. I'd say you want an evolution. Oh, wait a minute. That was revolution. Anyway, so we got JFK running for president again. 50 years later. Pretty wild, huh? That's what I'm thinking. Going against Joe Biden, the racist. And here's the thing about this RFK. He's a good guy. And he's got, you know, the real Democrat, you know, mojo about him. You know, he's not progressive, but he can't talk. He's got some kind of thing going on. It's like breaking up. It's like you're trying to change the radio station and trying to tune it in when he speaks. But I think he's got some good ideas, and I just hope they don't kill him. I'm just saying, because he's not 100% on the progressive thing, and that would be 3 Kennedys that got killed. Yeah. You know, so I don't know. I think Trump's going to get elected again. I mean, if I'm going to end this show on a positive tune, if Trump gets elected again, it would be craziness for another 4 years. It would be crazy. There's black people that like Trump. There's Hispanic people that like Trump. There's a bunch of women that like Trump. And right now, Joe Biden is like batting 0, 0, 0 with all of those people. With the Hispanics, with the blacks, with just everybody. He's breaking everybody. And the people that stick up for Joe Biden, oh my God, what are these people thinking? How can they see he is not, you know, he's got screws loose? I mean, look, we're all going to be there. I'm not slamming the guy for being old. I'm going to be old, so I'm old now. I'm getting old, man. I'm 62 years old. You know what? I saw Ed Roland last night, 60 years old, belting it out, you know. I see Mama Jean last night. She was 75, just killing the tunes for Mother's Finest, man. Oh my God, she was great. She was amazing. And that's what keeps me going, is music. You know, it just keeps me going. I have a great time at these shows. Got some great shows coming up. Going to see U2 in Vegas. Gonna see Sting. Gonna see Foreigner. Gonna see Styx at Fox. It's, you know, you gotta have a good time, man. Because when I'm laying there and I'm dying, if I'm suffering, I'm gonna say, at least I got to see you too, man, one more time, or Styx. And that's what we live for, ladies and gentlemen. My name is New York Nick. I appreciate everybody tuning in. And if you listen to 30 minutes of that jibber jabber, man, I envy you. I love you so much. Please donate. I don't know where to, but just donate to somebody, because somebody needs it. This is New York Nick. I'm not live right now because Facebook's got me blocked for doing live. So this is coming to you from a recording live in my studio. Have a great afternoon. Good night.